Wait, did I already have that name? Hold on, I gotta make sure I didn't already have that name. Let's make sure. Let's make sure I didn't already have this name. Ultimate Grinding Disgaea stream. Ultimate. Ah, god damn it. I already had this name. Okay. We gotta change the name of the stream. We have to change the name of the stream. Edit. Giga Infinite Ultimate. Ultimate. Giga Infinite Ultimate. Okay, that's an appropriate name for the stream, I think. I mean, we're gonna blow them all away. We're just gonna freaking kill them. Just set myself to away so that nerds don't message me as well. Probably should have done this before the stream, but hey, you know, I finished the Nintendo Direct, and then immediately jumped onto this. So please understand that I'm stupid and not thinking this through. Hey, what's up, Swax? Let me also lower the audio. It's always funny when they like jump like that. They just go whoop. Cave of Ordeals. Let's see if you can't just instantly one-shot these guys. Cause you're level 1, but you have a swole-ass weapon. What did I think of the Direct? Well, it was alright. There are a lot of games I didn't really care about, as it kind of always is with the Directs, but it was pretty good, all things considered. You know, they had a lot of games I was excited for. They're doing a remake, or they're doing a HD remaster of Ghost Trick on the Nintendo Switch, which is really what it desperately needed. That I've been saying that for like over a year now. That they desperately needed a HD remaster of Ghost Trick on the Switch, and they already had something on the phone, so there was like no excuse. Like everything's done with 3D models. The game looks like shit because it's on the DS, but it actually looks really good despite the DS. That's what I should be saying. It looks good for a DS game, but like it would look better on literally any other like device. It would look better on any device released within that same time frame. The DS, like, just... The DS is basically where good games go to be mediocre. And some people will hate me for saying that because they love the DS and they love the games on it. But, I got news for you. You love the games on it. You don't love the DS. DS is handheld devices. Handheld Nintendo devices have been like if Nintendo is considered to be like, people typically say that Nintendo is a generation to 2 generations behind graphically. I would say that their handhelds are about 3 generations. They're like 2 generations or so behind their console counterparts, which is really funny to me. Like, the Game Boy Advance, for instance, released two consoles. I would actually, yeah, it's like 2.5. It's like 2.5 consoles behind, because the 3D, the GBA, the Game Boy Advance, released during the GameCube era. So that was like 2 generations ago. It was the Super Nintendo, and the Game Boy Advance looks worse than the Super Nintendo by like a pretty good margin. Like, it's not a replacement for the Super Nintendo at all. Am I getting Etrian Odyssey HD? Maybe. I mean, for my money, 7th Dragon 2020 is the superior series, and it's made by the same people. I would love it if they said that those games were getting like the Switch port treatment, you know, like they need to be played by people, because I guess it was only after the first 2 games in the series, it's called 7th Dragon. It's the 7th Dragon series, but like there's a spin-off called 7th Dragon 2020, and that's like the main series now because it did so well. It basically is, it's a lot better than Etrian Odyssey, if you ask me. Like, I 100% the PSP version, or the first game. It's pretty crazy. It's a pretty crazy game. I don't know. Maybe I should play some of the newer Etrian Odyssey games. But I keep trying to play the first game, and I just can't. Alright, I can't. I'm not a fan. Like, I've played a lot of dungeon crawlers at this point, because I owned a Vita, and they were everywhere. They were everywhere, and well, it's really something. A lot of the Japanese dungeon crawlers aren't very good, if you ask me. I played. Hold on. There is one dungeon crawler that I played, and it fucking blows every other dungeon crawler I have played out of the water. Hold on. Hold on. There's a dungeon crawler that blows these the fuck out of the water. Let me find it. Let me find it real quick. Store tags. Dungeon crawler. I don't like mystery dungeons either, by the way. Like, generally speaking, I don't like them. Legend of Grimrock 2 is one of the best dungeon crawlers I've ever played in my life. 7th. Okay, type it like this. Okay, 7th Dragon 2020. I don't blame you for making that mistake. Anyhow, it's I don't like the first person's perspective on most of these, and they don't typically utilize them very well. But like, I'm willing to put up with it if the gameplay is good. And I cannot be bothered with the original Etrian Odyssey. It feels very I don't know. I don't find the aspect of just kind of getting fucked for no reason, like your full health. You did nothing wrong, but just fuck you in particular. That's something that a lot of those games do. by the way. I like the worst about this is like when you're playing the Vita ones, and you have to backtrack a lot, and they didn't really like, some of them don't really put up teleporters, so like you've been traveling in this area for 2 hours, and there's no way for you to stop encounters from happening, but you gotta go all the way back and you gotta heal, and that's the kind of vibes I'm getting from Etrian Odyssey. I don't know if it gets any better, but it just feels like every other Japanese dungeon crawler to me, outside of the designs, which are great. They're great designs, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Seventh Dragon feels a lot more balanced, even though I'm constantly getting my ass whooped. Like, I always feel like I'm on the brink, and I do get my ass one shot pretty frequently, but you know, because there's 3 party members and not 5 of them, they kind of have to balance the game a little bit more, so they don't just one shot my tank and then I die, you know. That doesn't really happen as much in 7th Dragon. There's no like random... It's very rare that I get a random crit on one of my party members and then they instantly die while defending or some shit. You know? I guess this is mostly a complaint about dungeon crawlers. There was one instance where I was playing one of these and I mentioned it, and I mentioned it to somebody, and they called me a little bitch and said that I got filtered. But basically what happened is I built a character for raw defense. Raw defense, nothing else. They had nothing else on them. No other thing. No other items, no other skills you can like spec into them and shit. This dude had nothing but raw defense. Had the best gear, was over leveled. All of that. And what happens? Oh, I get to the final, or I get to the boss in the area, and he gets one shot, and I'm fucking sick and tired of finding that in like Japanese games like this, where they think that's acceptable, because it's not. Like, I've been here for like 3 hours, I found every secret in the entire fucking dungeon, but you're still gonna one-shot my guy, and they don't get EXP if they die after the fact. They don't get EXP if they die during a battle, which, you know, is normally okay, but it's not really okay when you know... Yeah, I've already been grinding. Like I said, I already did the grind. I already did all of that, but, you know, there's only so much that's acceptable in a dungeon crawler. Like I said, a game, honestly, a game like... A game like, fucking Legend of Grimrock 2, substantially better, in my opinion, because you got, like, all this, you got all these hidden bitches, you got all these secret bitches, all these hidden items, all this crazy shit, all this build variety, and it just feels good to play, and I don't feel like I'm being shafted constantly. You know, like, I can get, the game can pull tricks on me, it can, like, get the jump on me, and I can still survive, like, barely survive and, like, get something out of it. I don't feel like I'm being cheated because the game wants to, like, hold me hostage, basically. Like, I'm sorry to complain so much, but it just, like, it actually is, like, almost traumatic for me to go through some of that shit, because I played so many of those on the Vita, and like, no, obviously not all of them were like that, but there's a lot of like really annoying aspects of them that they all kind of share, and they all, it's like a it's like picking a from a trait, like a character creations tree, right? You like, where you have to balance the positives and the negatives, and it almost always feels like, oh, well, they did like 1 or 2 things, but they've got like 5 negatives to them, where it's like, oh, well, geez, I'm just gonna be encountering random shit for the rest of my life if I want to explore this. Seriously, if you like these games, check out Legend of Grimrock 2. I'm not fucking kidding, okay? I'm not kidding. There's a lot of tension added to this formula when it's not a random battle simulator. It's not like random encounters. Because my man, not only can you explore better because, you know, like, enemies die until you, like, start healing again. Yeah, I mean, that sort of thing is alright. Well, but, I don't know. I don't know, man. I didn't, you know, I didn't really play enough of SMT4, but when I did play it, I wasn't getting those vibes from it. Kind of, like, I would separate SMT and these dungeon crawlers into separate categories. Because SMT's, like, been doing this for years, but, like, what happened with the Vita is basically, dungeon crawlers became, like, a huge, like, market. They were basically the only thing that were selling on that piece of shit handheld. And, so there were, like, 10 of them. I want to say there were at least 10 of them that were, like, made, like, pretty decent, right? There's, like, probably even more than that, but they were, like, I'm talking about ones that had, like, an English translation, right? There's a lot of them. A lot and a lot of them. I specifically, I'm talking about, like, the insane shit where something shouldn't happen, but it still does. Like I mentioned, the very specific instance of designing an entire character around not dying so that they can alleviate aggro from the rest of my group and then being one-shot by the boss. Which, you know, kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal if a boss can ever do that, because, like, this character isn't doing damage on their own. They are essentially a meat shield. And so what that's telling me, you know, when this character has, like, double to triple their health and has, like, more defense, which, you know, obviously means they take more take less damage. It just means that the creators of the game created a boss that can just annihilate my party if it feels like it, no matter how much I grind. Because, like, realistically speaking, like, when are these guys ever going to be stronger than my tank in terms of raw defense, right? Never. They're never going to. It's just absurd. That sort of thing is absurd. The map design was really ass, by the way. If you like looking at a square and trying to figure out where all the teleporters on the map are, just based on, like, a glance, and everything, like, looks like open doors, and you know, you forgot maybe to open one of the portals before you went back because you saw the boss and you decided, oh well, I gotta go back, but you didn't explore enough to realize there was a secret little thing on the side that opens up a portal that takes you back to the front of the map. You know, you're gonna have to find your way back all the way over there, and you've already uncovered everything on the map. It is a fucking solid square. Try figuring out how to get back. It took me like 2 hours. It took me 2 hours. Unacceptable game design, in my opinion. So many fucking... It had multiple floors too, so you have like 3 floors. 3 or 4 floors. I want to say that the 4th floor was dedicated to the boss that I was talking about. And there's 3 floors that you go between, and, like, they're all interconnected. So, like, you're dropping between these floors, going around. And it's like, how the fuck do I manage to figure out where I'm going? 2 hours. I'm not kidding. 2 hours. Maybe more. I don't know. I'm getting, like, PTSD remembering this shit. No, I'm not yelling about Etrian Odyssey. I'm yelling about other games that are within the same genre. I haven't played enough Etrian Odyssey to to yell about Etrian Odyssey, all right? I'm talking about general games within that genre that have traumatized me, because they have. Those games have traumatized me. Like, how bad does it have to be where years down the line people still think that Persona 4 Golden is the best game on the Vita? Oh my lord. I need to move on from this topic. Actual trauma. Actual real-life trauma. I beat a couple of those, too. You know, so it's not like I didn't... Yeah. You know, you get a Vita, you're like, oh, I have to play at least some of these games, right? Like, otherwise I just wasted my money. It's painful. You just bought a Vita? Well, at least it's cheaper, right? If you buy a Vita today, it's cheaper. I spent like how much money? It was like $300+ I had to get the memory card too, so it was even more expensive. Like nowadays you probably have like some way of bypassing that. You have like a cheap memory card. No. Oh wait, yeah, I was going to promotion exam. I waited, but yeah, check out 7th Dragon 2020. It's really good. It's got a lot of customization, and the game's hype as fuck. That's the important part. It's like it's got like a story, and the story's like, you know, in a lot of these games, the story's just kind of there, but like for this game, the story, like, it's decent enough to get you invested, and like there's some crazy shit that happens in these games. Like, for instance, there's like a whole section where there's like this there's this dragon that's raining acid down on like the area, and so you get to hear from a bunch of families like about how their families' faces are like melting off. And I think you actually watch shit like this happen. Like, it's not as graphic. Like, it's not like I'm seeing them like burn away, but I am like reading them cry about it, and like they're like saying shit like it hurts as they die. Like, they pass away. Like, the acid is, like, burning through their flesh and shit. Also, 7th Dragon 2028 has Donald Trump in it. Not literally Donald Trump, but basically Donald Trump from... It's like, they created... Japan created their own, like, they created like their idea of what a president of America would be like, stuck it in their video game, and then it happened in real life after the fact. Like, the game's called 2020 for a reason. It takes place in the year 2020, so I like to think that this is the last thing Donald Trump did in 2020. He angered a bunch of Japanese people. It's really funny because there are some things that he said in his term that sound a lot like what the president in 7th Dragon says. Because Donald Trump said, I believe, he was talking to some Japanese, he was talking to them about shit, and he said something like, America first, or something. Like, he was saying that, you know, he's going to focus on America rather than like helping out our allies like all the time. And I vaguely remember there was some backlash from Japan where they were saying that, you know, America was selfish, etc., or something like that. Like, I don't remember exactly what it was they said, but something like that happens in the game. The President of the United States, and I actually think that this is fucking stupid, that it happens in the game, and they try to make it sound like the president is doing a bad thing. In this context, he says that they're going to focus on protecting America before Japan. And the important thing to keep in mind about this is, like, there are dragons destroying the fuck out of America in the game. Like, they are actually annihilating it more, like, by the second. Like, everything is brimstone and fire by the end of the game. Shit is wild in this timeline. And earlier on in the game, they were talking. They were like, "How could you say that?" Like, oh my god, oh my god, how could you say that? Don't you care about us? Everybody is fucking dying in America. I feel like sometimes I just start up my streams and I'm already a little bit unhinged, but I just become I become even more unhinged as the stream goes on, and I just say some crazy wild shit, and maybe maybe I should have like some sort of PR manager in the future. Have them be like just somebody who's stood beside me and can put his hand on my shoulder and say, maybe you shouldn't talk about this subject anymore. Maybe it's best to take a breather, go outside and like smell the air. Yeah, Dylan would encourage it. Well, I mean, Dylan would probably just laugh, really. I mean, whenever I do something stupid, he's typically, whenever I say something like that, or say some, well, not everything, but a number of the times when I'm on like some tirade about something that's stupid, he just laughs. What are we watching? You still haven't told me. Secret One Piece? Secret One Piece. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. I already got plans to watch something today. I'm gonna watch a Kung Fu movie. I'm too popular for my own good. I'm unbelievable. Well, you haven't even told me what we're like going to watch. For one. The first ever OP, or first ever OVA, Well, what's the OVA about? Is it like what is it? Because if I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of one pieced out, man. Like we're blazing through the story. Like I only have enough room for the story. We actually reached a point where we could see something that Oda himself created. It was like a movie or something. And I said I really don't want to. Like it's gonna get in the way of me watching through this show. Like we're like right before the time skip. I want to see more, I guess. I'm a rat in human clothing. What do you mean? I just want to. I've been teased about hockey ever since the fucking arc back with the arc with Enel. Ever since Skypiea, okay. I've been told, oh, hockey starts now. You know what didn't happen? Hockey did not start. Hockey did not come out. Hockey didn't happen at all. What happened is a bunch of guys who have an ability very similar to hockey, I guess, show up as villains. The main characters aren't getting hockey like I was led to believe. They just stopped doing stupid shit where it's like, oh, here's the new villain, but he's made out of cock and ball torture. And only Luffy can hit him. And only Luffy is the guy smart enough to use water. And only Luffy is the guy... They stopped doing shit like that. Which is good. It's kind of... That shit was kind of goofy. Where it's like, well, only Luffy can... Like, it's okay if you want to say only Luffy is strong enough, but like, it's kind of fucking... stupid when somebody is just immortal and the only cure is Luffy, I guess. I'm also in the middle of an arc at the moment. I'm in the middle of an arc. It's the Sabaudi arc. Sabaudi Archipelago arc, and they just beat the fuck out of some of those divine dragon folk. They actually just showed up and beat the shit out of them. And they're about to leave the building, or rather they left the building, and then the episode ended. How far are you into this? I assumed you were really far. Like, this is ancient, right? Like, I'm watching through it the first time. Like, you could have said, I'm not very far in it, or something. You're at Skypiea? Well, Skypiea sucks. Okay? That's the first thing you need to know about Skypiea. Skypiea sucks. You need to get out of Skypiea. Finish it ASAP. Are you watching One Piece, or are you, like, watching just the normal anime? Yo, Skypiea is actual ass. To be honest, Skypiea, not very good. You're just watching the original. I can't believe I made like a perfect sword for Swax, but his weapon mastery needs work. He'll get there though. It's just gonna take a while. Also, the thing I said about the Sabaody arc, I wouldn't really consider that part to be a spoiler, because like the moment you show up on there, like they basically there's a lot of nonsense with it. You can see what are you probably already forgot what I said, but you could have seen that coming a mile away. Like it was gonna happen. Alright. Geez, you're only messing with me, huh? I guess I can't take you very serious ever again then, huh? Now that I know you're a little prankster. What are these messages? Hold on, let me see this. I'm being mess. My friend Bobber used Photoshop to create a representation of his dream. Yeah, Ennie's lobby sucks. Like everything cool happened in Water 7, the Water 7 part of it. Then Ennie's lobby just sucked. I tried telling this to my friend. And I don't know. I've been told like as I've mentioned more of the series' shortcomings, that maybe One Piece isn't for me. Because I got to Ennie's lobby, and you know, while it is really cool to see Luffy's power-ups in Ennie's lobby, I gotta say every other aspect of it was fucking lacking, and like. Basically, it's the one arc where nobody gets lost, and there's a whole lot of nothing going on. A whole lot of nothing. That arc should have been, like, it should have been a lot shorter. There should have been no bullshit where I get to watch people just dick around and basically masturbate on screen to distract me from the fact that they're jumping around to, like, 10 other characters during that arc. For some reason, people shit all over the arc that comes after it, but to be honest, it was better than Ennie's lobby. Ennie's lobby is riding off of the back of Water 7. Like, hard. Water 7 is where all the cool, interesting story shit happens. Ennie's lobby is where we get basically nothing. We get nothing. Nothing happens in Ennie's lobby. Luffy goes to fight some people. That's what happens. And meanwhile, the focus on like 10 other people drags the pacing down to a halt. Like, Luffy, to give you an example, because I'm sure there's plenty of you who haven't seen Ennie's lobby. Luffy shows up He shows up at this area to fight a guy. I won't say who or anything like that. No details, no spoilers. He shows up to fight a guy, and maybe like 2 or 3 episodes in one pace, because like it's the edited version. 2 or 3 episodes. These are like anywhere from like 25 to 40 minutes long. 3 episodes later, Luffy finally gets to like do something, is what it feels like, because he did it in like the first episode of Enies Lobby, and I think he fights him on the 4th or something like that. And this is the edited down version. I've heard it's even worse than the original. And the first 2 episodes are stretched out paper thin by them breaking into Enies Lobby. So there's a lot of side characters like talking about like trying to get into Enies Lobby, but I don't need to see that. I mean, Luffy just broke into Enies Lobby by going there because he's Rubber Boy. Couldn't we have skipped all the parts with the like ship? You didn't need to show me all that. You could have just showed me Luffy breaking in, and then everybody's like, oh, we're in, after the fact when they catch up. Such fucking pointless filler. But it's not filler, I don't think. It's like official filler. This stream is just a stream where I bitch about things, isn't it? This is the stream where I reveal how bitter and depressing my life is. Not really. I think Water 7 though is the point where Water 7 and Enies Lobby is the point where you start to realize that there's a that they don't really know how to write all the group members that they have. And what I mean by that is like anytime like Luffy has his whole crew, it's going to be a slog, which is why they're constantly getting lost. It's why Zoro gets lost. It's why other characters like Sanji during that one arc with the giants, why he's just like he just doesn't exist until the end. He's like, oh well, you know, it was relevant that he wasn't there at all because, you know, the phone call or whatever, but you know, the real reason why is because he doesn't know how to write this shit. He doesn't know how to, like, how are characters going to deal with this nonsense, basically. There's too many chefs in the fight, basically. Too many chefs in the kitchen for each fight. You're very awesome. Welcome back, Swax. Yeah, we were talking about One Piece. I was talking about how annoying some of it is. I was talking about I mean the part that I didn't like is behind me, but like Skypia and I was shit talking the arcs where it's like Luffy's the only person who can attack these people, like, you know, their whole ability is, oh, I'm sand or I'm lightning and you can't hurt me. And you know, Luffy's the only person who apparently can do anything. Like nobody ever nobody ever thought to use water on this guy before. And I mean, I get that, you know, like that one is a little bit more forgiving, but like it just gets tiresome, right? Like they have like they're introducing a lot of these these people who are devil fruit users, and their whole shtick is I can't be hit. And that was pretty lame. And then they stopped after Skypia. And I was told the reason why was because they were going to get hockey, but they didn't get hockey. And I was also talking about Water 7 and how much I hate Water 7. Well, I mean, I liked the Water 7 part. I liked when they were actually at the docks and everything, and that was pretty intense. But I didn't like the actual parts with Eni's lobby, because it's just like a full-on assault on Eni's lobby for an extended period of time. And you probably could have cut that entire section in half, to be honest. But it just drags on forever, because not only do they have to focus on the side characters who are getting into Eni's lobby, but they have to have a fight for every single, like, member of the group. And I've been saying this, but I don't think Choppy and Nami should have fights at all. Like, the person I'm watching this with said to me, like, if Chopper and Nami didn't have fights, they wouldn't, like, really be doing anything. But, like, that's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit, because Chopper is, like, the medic, and he's constantly, like, picking people up and escorting them out of battle, which is a pretty big deal. And Nami is like their navigator. She constantly pulls out ahead in other ways. That she doesn't need to have a fight. Her fights are not entertaining, and neither are Chopper's. Like Chopper's last fight that I saw, he was like, it was like, dude, bro, drugs. It was not entertaining. I'm sorry. Like, it didn't feel like he won the victory. He didn't win the dub. If you're just gonna do stuff like that where the victory feels half-assed and doesn't feel earned, do not put it on screen. Especially don't dedicate several episodes to it. You know? That's the worst part. Like, Nami's first victory is a complete, like, fluke. It basically only happened because she got underestimated. Like, let that sink in, because that's basically every fight that I've seen with her thus far. So maybe she gets better. I don't know. All I know is that it drugged down Eni's lobby. It really drugged down Eni's lobby to have everybody be relevant. Well, I mean, it doesn't really have the same issue, because like the antagonist issue that I mentioned was like I mentioned it specifically because their power is that they can't be harmed, right? There are these fruits that like you can make your like if you eat them, your body becomes made out of darkness, fire, wind, light, or some stupid shit like that. And later on they have a way of combating this, but because they haven't introduced hockey yet, or at least they just started with me, they don't have a good reason. And so the reason why Luffy wins these fights is because these fights is, oh, well, you know, he discovered that water is a direct counter against sand, which is bullshit, by the way. That's bullshit. And then there's the other one, like, oh, this guy's power is electricity. Well, Luffy is made out of rubber. It's too much. Also, I got really tired, I guess, of people just... You could drop a nuke on somebody. You could roll up on them in their sleep and shoot them in the head 70 times, and they would still survive in One Piece, unless they are good. If they're a good person and they're like in your background story, your backstory, then they die. That is the only time people are allowed to die. If they're good, if they're a random person, or if they're in your... specifically in your backstory. Backstory especially. I mentioned this... I've mentioned this a couple times. Every single character in this anime, except for, like... God, is it... Who doesn't have, like, a tragic backstory where someone dies? Someone please tell me, because I got... Before I saw Mr. Skeletal, I was told Mr. Skeletal doesn't have a tragic backstory, but his whole fucking crew dies, so I count that. And he, like, it's not like he blames somebody else for it or anything like that, like it is in One Piece. Like, typically everybody else is, like, having some tragic bullshit. Like, most of them have some tragic nonsense where they blame somebody else, and it's, like, really convenient for the arc that it's the person that Luffy has to kill is involved. Or some shit. Like they couldn't just like have it be normal, by the way. In Eni's lobby there's this one character. There's two characters during the Water 7 and Eni's lobby arc who are having like these flashback moments to their past at the same time. And so, like, they found a way to tie in the stuff with these two characters at the same time. It's like this one guy who's like, well, I'm a direct descendant of that guy who fucked you over. He's just like, his whole family's an asshole. It is really silly. I'm not gonna say I don't like One Piece, but like, oh man, if it doesn't get silly. It gets really clowny at parts. Like everybody's gotta have a tragic backstory. It's like when you're watching Naruto and Sadness and Sorrow starts playing, and but like imagine that. But it's like One Piece's own flavor of that, right? Luffy could, like, add a rock, like, just the normal-ass rock to the fucking group, and it would turn out that, like, he developed sentient thoughts because of some woman or something, and, like, that woman died on top of him or something like that, and he's been traumatized ever since. And then, for that arc, Luffy would have to defeat, like, cancer or something. I will say that, you know, it's a little bit different in Water 7 though, because like the guy that's involved, who's actually like the asshole, he's just kind of like, he's not combat relevant. He's not combat relevant at all. He's kind of pathetic even. But he's like behind people who matter. So I mean, that's a little bit different. Yeah. Shonen's a little bit funny in general. Shonen's always doing some like really weird stuff. I feel like I shouldn't be watching shonen most of the time because I always have like something to say about it. I hear things get like the way that they tell stories and stuff, like the way they structure everything changes after the time skip, and that it seems like a lot of people are divided on it. You either like it or don't. So I'm gonna see like how it changes in that aspect, but like I'm halfway. Well, I mean a little. I'm almost halfway through the series now. Probably not as much because like anime, right? Haha. But like in terms of where I am in the story, canonically, it's about halfway. In terms of well, timeline-wise, I guess. It's right before the time skip. How powerful is Swax now? Let's compare you to Ass Eater. Ass Eater's level 7,000. She needs a better weapon though. I think what I'll do is I will improve the weapon. Radiant in the second season sweeps post time skip One Piece. Oh, I still need to get there. I really like the early stuff of One Piece the most, I think. Like, there's been some pretty hype moments, but like... Which one is the easiest for unlock stuff? To unlock the Land of Carnage? 5. 5 is the easiest. If you have a guide, 2 is the easiest. After that, I mean. I think D2 isn't very bad either. Like, people say that they don't like Disgaea 2's Land of Carnage unlock. The only problem with Disgaea 2 is that there's like no guides. I should probably be the one to make the guide myself, to be honest. Nobody is, like, righting this wrong, essentially. Disgaea 2 came out at a pretty bad time. I guess, because people weren't like creating massive guides on how to do this insane bullshit that's required in the other games. And you know, I guarantee you, if Disgaea 4 released at the same time that Disgaea 2 did, it would not be popular at all, and people would be shitting on it because it's even more cryptic in 4. You can get a majority of things in 2 like on your own, but the thing about pirates is that you need to be in certain items to get them, which the guides do not mention at all. Like, hold on. Let's see. Disgaea to Jolly Pirates. What happens when I look up Jolly Pirates? Let's see what happens when I look this up. What is going on? How do you find the Jolly Pirates? Jolly Pirates can appear in any item on floors 21 and up, but allegedly have a higher chance when you're inside a muscle. Equipping maps increases your chances. Yeah. Yeah, the Jolly Pirates was one of the last I had to farm for LOC, etc. Vague idea on how much time it actually took. I never discovered if certain types of items have a higher or lower chance. So basically, this guy doesn't fucking know. These guys are just spouting bullshit. Look at that. Nobody fucking knows, okay? Nobody knows. Now, the wiki is actually pretty useful on, well, maybe not this one. I don't know which one it is. Hold on, let me scroll down. One of them mentions it. Appears most often inside muscles. Appears most often in fists. Appears most often in swords. These are legit. This tells you what you need to know. Like, a lot of these are rare, right? These ones are pretty rare. Like, this and down. The 41 ones are the ones that actually matter in terms of rarity. Like, look at that. Appears most in staves, etc. Like, these are easy. But you're going to find stuff like the fists and the swords, right? Pretty easily. Because you're going to be using weapons. That's why people find these ones. They don't find the red ones because they're in shoes mostly. It's actually kind of bullshit. They are basically guaranteed to appear. It's still random chance, but in both the times where I've done Land of Carnage, and I've been looking for these things, I have found them very quickly in the items that they're supposed to appear in, very, very quickly. I mean, I used it as a joke in my review, but it is very easy if you know what you're doing. If you don't, it's kind of not. It's kind of a chore. But nobody has corrected this over the years. Nobody's like said anything about it. It feels like you see like the wiki, it's there, and sometimes you find like vague rumor mentions on like pages, but for the most part, nobody like knows where anything is. Like I actually was lucky, I guess, in this case, to find it on the page. On the page, like somebody was talking about it. I did see that at some point, but like a lot of these the thing about like looking things up is like it depends on luck and like the weather, I guess, the weather of the day, like whether or not you're going to encounter a page where somebody mentions that these pirates show up in certain items. But people did not mention most of this shit while I was looking it up both times. Like you would encounter maybe like one or two hints that maybe like there are rumors and stuff, but nobody really like said anything like that. And like guides, hold on, let's look up a guide real quick. Let's look up a guide real quick. There's probably a paper on this, right? There's Disgaea to where to find pirates. Also, by the way, the PSP version has 2 times the pirate encounter rate, by the way. It's where... Let me see a guide. Let me see an explicit guide on this. Pirates fact. Frequently asked questions. We're going to look at this. I want you to see this. Types of pirates. Muscle. Oh, that's not in there, is it? Not in there at all. Jolly. Jolly pirates. Okay, so we have Jolly pirates. They're on the 21st floor and up. And it shows me what I'll encounter when I run into them. Oh, look. Ah, jeez. This doesn't show up anywhere else. What do you know? Red pirates always arrive wearing shoes on all 3 slots for some reason. I wonder why. Is it because they appear in shoe items? Thinking. What about what do Sea Ball pirates, Prinny pirates. Yep. There's basically nothing to help you out there. Yeah. I advise playing the PSP port if you can. It is available for free online. if you emulate it. That is my advice. Emulate this fucking game. The PSP version's a lot better too because it's got like a brilliant enhancements. One of which is like, you know, the stronger enemy bills and the strongest enemy bills. Those are in the PSP version. They're not in the PS2 version, apparently. There are other reasons to play the PSP version too, but yeah, it's just a better experience on PSP. You're gonna have to trust me on this. Alternatively, if you're heavily against pirating stuff, you can wait till the PC version goes on sale. It frequently goes on sale for like $2 to $5. What is the most expensive? What is the cheapest Disgaea 2's been? Hold on, let's find out. Let's find out right now. Steam price chart. Is that it? Steam price history. Disgaea 2. Let's see. What was... When did I mute my mic? When did that happen? Fuck. God damn it. There's no PC at the moment, and the Vita store does not have it. What the hell? It doesn't have it? I wanted the game, so I just got it on PS2. Why? Why doesn't it have it? It had it, like, forever ago. Did I like the new Nintendo Direct? Yes. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I share a button with my mute button that I use for taking photos. I need to keep in mind that that happens. It typically doesn't mute anything else when I do that because I'm using it for photo taking. What about the PSP? Can you buy PSP games? PSP, PSN. PS prices. It says right now you can buy it for 15 bucks. This is on the PlayStation Store though. You're not gonna get all the DLC, unfortunately. But most of these characters aren't very good anyhow. Let me see. What's going on in chat? Maybe some of them were delisted. Let me see. What territory are you buying these games off of? Hold on. Price charting. No, that's eBay. That doesn't count. PSN. PlayStation Network. Games Shop. Digital games and services. Disgaea. What about Disgaea 2? Yeah, for some reason Disgaea 2 doesn't show up. Well, at least not immediately. What if I... Huh. Why is, yeah, why isn't it, appearing on the PlayStation Store? Browse. What about, platform? Oh, it's exclusively showing the PS4 and 5. That's why. PlayStation 4. Games. Huh, well, let's not think too much about it then. Yeah, they probably removed a lot of these games off of the, their services or something. I wonder if I could use the store though, because they definitely have these games on the store somewhere. Because I noticed that you can download them using a hacked Vita. I'm pretty sure. Let me confirm or not. I'm gonna get you a superior version of Disgaea 2 if it kills me. How far are you into Disgaea 2? Because like this is an actual shame. Let's see. Can I even access the store? Let's get this man his Disgaea fix. Oh wait, I have to update my Vita. I'm not doing that. Okay. Okay, so you're not very far. You're like chapter 4 or 5 or something. Chapter 5, I think. Because there's you go. Chapter 2 is the castle. Chapter 3 is the. Oh wait, no. Chapter 2 is the poison. Chapter 3 is the castle. Or is it, no? Wait, it's the other way around. Yeah, they go and they find Tink, I believe. 3 is the poison. Right. So it's chapter 4. Hmm. Yeah, so like it's probably, yeah, they got kidnapped and then they fell in. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, during one of these you like... One of these, maybe chapter 2 is the one where you fight like... You fight Axel again. What chapter do you fight him? Maybe that's 4? I don't know. You fight Axel again in like a castle or some shit. Yeah, you also fight him in chapter 1. Yeah. Fight Axel quite a bit. You basically essentially beat the fuck out of Axel. Like, you were like savagely beating this man. He doesn't deserve it, but you're beating him anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm going to level... We're going to go back into the Cave of Ordeal just a little bit, because it was kind of hard to steal some items. Let's fix that. Wait, what am I doing? I needed the EXP booster on her. Oh well. So many of these fucking items. So many items. You steal them. You steal them. That's how you steal them. Or rather, that's how you get them. You get the strongest items by stealing them off of enemies. Typically within a certain level range. In the older games, you kind of have to be within the same rank. General, like, surrounding rank. And then you steal an item that has that rank. And you can find enemies that have that ranked item. Typically, they're within the... you can find them easily in, say... a zone. You can find them easier in the item world. This is the only way to find them, is what. But you can only find these items in the item world, but specifically, you will find them more easily inside of the area where you're challenging, like, the boss of the area, right? Like one of those guys. So one of the strategies to do is to use a Mr. Gensi to exit out and keep re-entering and seeing if there's anybody in that area. Oh, nice. Nice. I don't know why it wasn't just on the Vita. It's actually kind of weird. Wait, it is called Dark Hero Days, right? Because you know, cursed memories, etc. Just making sure you don't buy this game twice. That'd be an oopsie. Nice, nice. Okay, you're set. Alright. You know, I vaguely remember having similar issues with something like that before. Forget what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was doing this. Yeah, the PSN's a bit weird. Let's get her to 7,200. I think that's a good number. A good, clean number, right? I think that'll allow me to steal more. Maybe 250. I just want to be able to easily steal, like, giga items in the item world, you know what I mean? We're gonna be running into some crazy stuff. And I just want to be able to steal. And then we'll kill Prinny Baal, probably. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. If I'm being completely honest, so no promises. I don't know how strong he is. I just don't. Oh wait, I already hit it. One more for the road, I guess. Okay. Alright, now we leveled down and go into the item wall. Okay. Maybe I think we'll make a pass at him then. Like before I go into the other world, other items. Weaker enemies has been approved. Let me think. Where are we going? We're going into... Ah, jeez. This is terrible. She loses 200,000 int. But that's actually fine. We've been lower int before. The Great and Wild. Oh wait, I didn't continue. I didn't continue lowering the levels. Gosh, I get so easily distracted. I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about how I basically didn't level enough of my viewers' units. I think one of the things you could technically do for monster types in post-game, I think, is that you can give them gear that increases their int. And then you can just make them learn spellcasting. That's one thing I think you could do for them. So maybe I can level up some of my characters that way. Killas I can just give a sword, I think, if I were to use him. A black box glitch. I don't know what that is. If you had an example, I might be able to answer. But I don't think so, no. Are you emulating them, or is this on hardware? Oh, it's on PC? Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. PC has glitches sometimes. I haven't personally encountered them, but I have seen people talk about them on the forums and stuff. Let's go into the Galactic Staff. Look at that movement. I'm swoosing in. Watch me swoosh right in. Do they now? Booger. Boogerhead, huh? I'll tell you what. If you let me level your character as anything other than a Prinny, I will turn them into a Prinny afterward, and then they can level up after that. You know, assuming I actually play this more, because I might actually beat Prinny Baal this stream. It's a real possibility. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? Hmm. %. Well. That's a pretty big difference in stats right there. But it's still not good enough. Oh, hold up. Wait, did I save? I think I saved. Let's save again, just to be sure. And I'll be right back. I'm back. Here's a dream hand. 30% completion on the dot. Ooh. Ooh. There's always someone better. Is there? Item world. Galactic staff, let's go. All right, there we go. Next floor. We're zooming through this actually. Let's see about getting hyperdrive as well. You think we can get the hyperdrive? Does anybody here think I can get the hyperdrive without getting fucked over by level generation? This is a serious question. Oh, thank God you like evaporate from her countering. Alright. The accidental geochain. It happens. Let me know how you feel about it. Damn. I'm starting to think that maybe I should be stealing items all the time. Alright, kill him. He's dead. Alright, let's try for it. Let's try for it, boys. First, we're gonna go see if I can't kill Baal first. And then we'll bother Lord of Terror. There he is. Ooh. There he is. Zero damage from the other guys. Basically. That's what I'm seeing. Yes.
Hey, did you forget I asked you to move that?
61 billion thousand million damage. 2 left to dispatch. Oh man, this is gonna be a little bit sloppy. Oh yeah, I used. Ah, jeez, that that might actually come back to bite me in the ass. Yeah, maybe. I think I'll be kind of fine too. I got plenty of people to keep lifting. We can lift for days, even. Yeah, it's looking a lot more doable. Except for I didn't realize I was completely out of stuff, so let's move him over here. Yeah, I'm gonna sacrifice Laharl. Thinking about the Donger though. Night Sever. And he's dead. He's dead. Wow. Okay, I guess I officially changed his stream name to Prinny Baal Killing Stream. It's over. It's all over. Alright. I've done everything. I've done everything that this game has to offer. Other than level these guys up. Yeah, Prinny is dead. Prinny's dead forever. Well, lads. I can't believe it. I'm going to now fulfill my obligations of leveling characters up a bit. Well, not really an obligation. I just feel like doing it. We'll do this until the stream ends, and I guess this will be the last stream. I could do the omniscient staff, but reincarnate the Prinnies. I don't know, man. I feel like deleting the Prinnies and making a new one. Delete. These Prinnies will be deleted forever. Where are they? I think I might have already deleted some. Oh, no, there they are. There they are. They don't even have enough mana to reincarnate. That's not doable. Like, all I can do is delete them or keep them in my party. Alright, what classes do I need to unlock Majin? What is this? What? Hold on. Cannot believe you guys spend so much money on Nintendo products. Wow. But it's something I need to see. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I can't tell you guys what I just saw. I can't tell you. I could probably, actually, you know, I mean, it would just be hard to explain. It's almost like an in-joke at this point. My friend told me to look in a Discord to see some art he made. I'll leave it at that. Disgaea on Majin. How do I unlock these fucking guys? Classes to unlock the Majin. Male warrior, brawler, ninja, rogue, and scout all at 200 or higher. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. He made art of something that's so incredibly niche that only like 10 people know about it. Real baller stream. No, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't think I can actually do this. I don't think I can actually do this. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Leveling up fucking monster units is so terrible. I hate it so much. Oh my god. Okay, let's go here. Let's see if it's even possible. Like, is this shit even possible? Can I level these guys up off of this? I assume this is like it though. I assume that's all he can do. I assume that those are the only abilities. Rather, let me see. Is it even possible to level up Necroner? Necroner's been like a subscriber for a while. It'd be nice to be able to level him up. hold on, let me see. What is the potential of a zombie? Puke, Twister, Gatling, Swarm. Okay, not very much potential there. Not much at all, even. Very unfortunate because, look at that. I basically cannot do anything. Okay, I guess the reason why is because he darts around like that. What will I review after this guy? I'll probably rewrite my Final Fantasy IX script and make it shorter. Cause man, I just don't think that I'm cut out to make long content, I guess. Like I know people did a vote on it, but like I don't know, I'm not really feeling it. I feel like I could cut it down quite a bit. I just feel like it wouldn't be very good. I just feel like it wouldn't be very good otherwise. Well, I mean, it would be alright. It's not that it would be terrible. It's just like it wouldn't be my typical content, I guess. And the thing about, like, I can just gush about whatever I like about video games with my current style. You know, like, rather than having to sort of explain certain parts of the story. I mean, I guess I do, like, there are things that I do want to say about it that would be better for a different style, but, like, it's just, like, you know? Let's see what the dragon skills are. I'm very sad that it would be very hard. 12-hour analysis on Ann Takamaki. Persona 5? Holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with you? Genuinely. I was thinking about this not that long ago. The other day, even. What is wrong with people who just make long form content like that and, like, don't even think about it? Like, I'm constantly, like, beating myself up over here if something, like, isn't snappy enough. And these fuckers can just put out anything they want. They just put out, and they decide to put, like, 13-hour videos up on some shit that, like, nobody... It's like, it's spectacle is what it is. It's like, oh, well, what does he have to say about this character in this amount of time? Nobody has anything of value to say about anything in that amount of time. It's like gonna be 12 hours of filler at bare minimum. Like, you have nothing to say, I'm sorry. There's no way. There is absolutely no way you can fill out this time space with something of value. No way. There's another guy who said he did like 14 hours worth of analysis or some shit on Persona 4 itself. And like even Persona, like even just Persona 4, I don't think you can say, you can make it like an actual 14-hour thing. This dude did that amount on one character. What the hell are you wrong with? Or, what the hell is wrong with you is what I mean. Yeah, the characters in there's really not much character to anybody in Persona 5. How how bare how much is he like picking at the bones here? Cause like there is like scraps left, honestly. It is wild. Some people are crazy. Some people need to like maybe set up an appointment with their therapist. Go on the fucking group chat call. I don't know what's happening. What is happening? Oh, Mango's just playing music through his speakers. That's what I'm getting from this. Like, the problem with Ryuji is that Ryuji is constantly being written to, like, be the actual retard of the group. Like, it's been a thing before where people, you know, do something that's a little bit retarded, but, like, you know, usually characters aren't... There's no, like, character that intentionally does something, like, where it's objectively retarded. Like, there was like one thing in Persona 3 where there's like this one thing in Persona 3 where there's this one thing in Persona 3 where there's this character that did kind of do something stupid. There were a couple of instances where it's like something like that, but you know, like, it's understandable given the circumstances, right? Like, God damn it, I can't remember his name. I'm not very good with names sometimes. His name escapes me. But, yeah. Draconic Flare. Or whatever. I don't think I can level these guys up efficiently. I think the best shot I have is Twin B's character. I'm gonna end the stream here. It's a bit short, but I did kill Baal. I did kill Prinny Baal. And honestly, I don't feel like grinding monster characters up. I really don't. It's just not clean. I feel the same way about like guns and stuff in Disgaea too. Like, you just switch over to like swords and stuff while you grind them up. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Why are you doing this to me, game? Why are you doing this to me? Alright. Yeah, it's been fun. I'll probably stream on the weekends or something. On one of the one of the weekends, one of the days of it, Saturday or something. Probably have fun with some friends or something on stream. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Take care, guys.